Hello, Professor, and whoever's watching my video. I would like to bring up a very important topic, water conservation. Now, many people don't really necessarily know about how much water we use. Water is the foundation of life on Earth. We wouldn't have any products that we have without it, and we wouldn't be alive without water. So, over the course of this speech, I would like to bring up some topics that include a community stricken by water scarcity, some ways to conserve water in our community, and some factors that people don't necessarily realize how much water is used. So to begin, I would like to visit a place in South Africa. This place is called Cape Town. Cape Town was stricken by water scarcity in the year 2017 in September. Cape Town's a paradise along the coast of South Africa with about 4 million people. Now, 4 million people in a water scarce area is pretty scary. But the crisis began with a 23-gallon limit in September of 2017. Now, people weren't following this necessarily, so in February 5th of 2018, Cape Town reduced the limit from 23 gallons to 13 gallons, which is lower than the UN recommendation for domestic water needs. And I found this in the Times Atlantic magazine on page 33. The water scarce community of Cape Town had a day zero date set for May 11th in 2018. Day zero means that the government was going to just turn off the tap and everybody's going to be without water. Now, this wasn't supposed to be a surprise, considering in 1990 there were predictions saying that Cape Town was going to run out of water in 17 years. And this was a headline on Cape Times, which is a local newspaper. More than 1 billion people live in water scarce areas, and over 3.5 billion people will have water scarcity in the year 2025. So it shouldn't have been a surprise, and that's why I'm making this speech now. People in Cape Town had trouble adjusting, but the worst of it is the wealthy people in Cape Town, because they wouldn't bat an eye over a fine that's only $41 to $248 if they wanted a long shower. Cape Townians have come up with some effective ways to save their water, though. They could grill or bake instead of boiling their food. They could use paper plates, order pizza, and eat out of the box. And when they shower over a plastic tub, and then they use that shower water to wash their dishes. And then after they wash their dishes, they can flush the toilet. Wash their dishes or clothes. Anyway, now, we don't live in a scarce area. Florida has a lot of water, but our community could use less if we needed to. And considering Cape Town, I think it's only beneficial if we use less. So, I found on Volusia County's website, volusia.org, some water conservation tips. You can check plumbing for leaks, which is not only going to save you money, but it'll save water. You could take shorter showers, obviously. Turn off the water while shaving and brushing your teeth, which I hope most people are already doing. Don't rinse vegetables with a running tap. Just fill a bowl for the vegetables or fill the sink for the dishes. You could, use your dishwasher and washing machine very sparingly and only for full loads. These take a lot of water, so especially when you don't have very much in there, just wait until you have more. These are good inside examples for inside your home, but the outside of your home is also a big factor because people overlook it usually. So don't water your lawn unless you need to. If you step on the grass and it bounces back up, then it doesn't need to be watered. And water it in the cooler parts of the day so that it doesn't get evaporated. And give your lawn a deep soak that penetrates the soil so that it doesn't just evaporate off the surface. Additionally, in terms of landscaping, you can plant drought-resistant trees and plants and surround them with mulch so that your plants will have something to hold on to your water because the mulch holds moisture. When it comes to your hose, don't use it if you don't need to. Especially when cleaning, you can just sweep if it's a matter of sweeping. And when it comes to your children, try not to allow them to use the hose. I know that sounds bad, but try not to. Now, with all these water-saving tips, we could just call it a day, but there are unnoticed factors that negatively affect our water supply. These harm our water supply more than some of the factors that I covered. In fact, this pair of blue jeans, I got it from Old Navy, is 10,000 gallons to produce from the cotton to the manufacturing. 10,000. That's a lot of gallons. 1 pound of beef produced is 1,800 gallons of water. Whereas corn and soybeans are 108 gallons and 216 gallons respectively. Now, if we just ate less meat, especially beef, we would have far more water and far less scarcity. Now, I found these on foodtank.com and Quora.com. Quora.com for the jeans and foodtank.com for the food. But clearly meat costs far more than vegetables, and that's part of the reason why vegans go for more vegan diets. And you don't necessarily have to stop eating meat, just eat it less, and you'll save a lot of water. In conclusion, I believe that reducing our water footprint can only benefit us in the future. Considering Cape Town, who had water scarcity in 2017 and ignored it since 1990, we should definitely consider it. With the knowledge of Cape Town and the knowledge of how to save water and knowing these unnoticed factors, there are definitely ways that we can reduce. So thank you for watching.